Deanna, we moved from early 80s sitcom to, I don't even know what that was like. I'm not sure what that was. I'm trying to come up with a pun, but I'm not going to eat away any opportunity to talk about this. So I'll tag it later. Okay. Already you're loving this, which tells me my people are watching, my girls are watching, my friends are watching. I like, come on, let's have fun. Come on in, look at the juicy gemstones. If you're new to QVC, did you know we are one of the world's largest retailers of fine jewelry? You could think of brick and mortar, I know, right? And the names are powerful, they're important. But QVC is still one of the best kept secrets, and we work directly with the Gemological Institute of America to ensure that you are getting the finest in gemstones, from genuine diamonds, which we feature in this ring, to stones like tanzanite. You want to talk about tanzanite being one of the harder stones to find these days. And in that, you get the top saturation of color, that beautiful mix of violet and deep blue. And I know Jeff has much to say about that, so I won't spend too long. We're going to feature it in Aquamarine. We're going to feature it in blue zircon, which is that, there's nothing else in the world that even mimics apart from like cerulean tropical waters. And that is very limited. So hate to break that to you, but if you're a blue zircon collector, you need to act quickly. Here is that aquamarine. And my daughter, Gabby, if you're watching, I know it's your birthstone, I know how much you love it, but like, honey, this is what the really, really, really good aqua looks like, okay? Because she loves the opaque aqua, and I do too, right? But I'm like, have you ever seen like the really good? She's like, no, I don't think so. There it is, honey. And then on the end, oh my gosh, this fire opal. Appropriately named. I have seen all manner of fire opal, and this is the best of the best in its actual fire, like that light that you see from within. And yeah, let's talk about price. You know, I'm going to do that eventually, sooner rather than later. That QVC price, we can talk about retail at some point, but I'd rather just compare us to us. $1,722 is your max price here. Now, Tori, I'm going to need a little help here because I know that the prices have actually lowered even further than what I had initially on my card, so I don't want to lie to anybody. But can you give me the prices on each of these? And if not, okay, because I see a price range and I know our gals shopping are going, okay, well, how much is each? How much is each? So the tanzanite, $8.99. Jeff just fell out of his chair. I can't even see him. He fell out of his chair because even he didn't know about that price. Blue zircon, $6.49. These are all criminal price tags. I'm just telling you. Aquamarine, $6.99, and then that would make the fire opal $8.99. I would have. Oh, this one's $6.49 too. Oh, it must have been the morganite that we don't have anymore. That was $8.99. Okay, J365974. I could go on and on and on. That would be incredibly rude because A, we have Jeff here, and also he knows a lot more about these than I do. Jeff is a gem expert. Jeff, am I correct? Did you have to collect yourself off the floor when I gave the price for the tanzanite?
Yeah, I'm glad the camera wasn't right on
good.
because I just worked my way
Did
back
you swear?
up.
Okay, all right. I mean, I
no
can't.
Swearing, no.
It's amazing the price drop on this from $1,200 to $1,700. But I'm going to set that thought aside for a moment. I'll collect it again a little bit later because all the discounts in the world mean nothing if I'm showing you cloudy, if I'm showing you included, if I'm showing you, frankly, the meh version of these stones, and whatever the actual polar opposite of meh is, the wow, the OMG, that's what I've got in each of these stones here.
Absolutely, Jen. And you mentioned something I want to piggyback on. So when we work with this particular colored stone dealer, one of the closest sources to the mine you can get, I love when I get to the office in New York and sit down with this individual and look at all the stuff around the office and see all the invoices that I get really nosy at all the companies that he sells to. I mean, this fine quality tanzanite you see here, same tanzanite is being sold to some of the highest of all high-end jewelry designers and luxury stores in Manhattan. But we have it here for you. And for some crazy reason, we put a discount on it, even though we can't even get it back into the country right now because no one can travel to Tanzania.
So, Jeff, you probably noticed that I took one off of we honestly didn't have as many as we would love to have in the blue zircon, but it is sold out. So that will at least, and looking on the bright side, give us an opportunity to talk a little bit longer about our other three choices. But yes, Jeff is partial to, he absolutely loves the tanzanite. I know he has designed pieces in tanzanite for us here at QVC, but let's talk about the why of that. Like, of all the gemstones in the world, and obviously you have love for all of them, what is it about tanzanite that my eye doesn't tell me already that you love about this stone?
Absolutely. And I love some gemstones that are just rare. And that's one thing. But to have something that's so rare and so beautiful and so mesmerizing, that's the key here. It is a single source gemstone. It is one of the newest discovered gemstones, only discovered around 1967, really given the name tanzanite around 1969. So that's a really new gemstone. Yet we're already talking about 3 of the 4 mines, or the 4 areas where it's mined in Tanzania, are exhausted. You can't find the tanzanite of this color. So to find this rich blue color, I was just talking yesterday about the GIA study guides that we use for all of our colored stones to get our gemology, graduate gemologist degree and so forth. You see where it says in bold print, the rarest of all tanzanite needs to be majority blue. And it was hard to find for years, and we have it here. And let's not forget, not only is this in solid gold, but it's also has fine diamonds that were graded by the GIA and that come in affinity, grade, or higher on the diamond.
That's right. I love it when I say this all the time. I love when the diamonds are like, oh yeah. Sorry.
Second nature.
We put diamonds in there, right? Because everything else is so amazing. And also, let's talk about even how this came to be. And this really is pretty much true for all the gem choices. But I know that we have this kind of life cycle of the tanzanite, of course, after we drink it in on the lovely Deanna right now, who is wearing the fire opal as it matches her dress perfectly. But let's go to this and like how this started. How the meme, how it started.
Yeah.
How it began.
So here's the cool thing. So this was an incredibly popular Today's Special Value last year. And so we did a lot of research, did a lot of studies. So it took us about 7,500 carats of rough material to whittle that down to 2,500 once we sorted and separated it. And then you get down to about 500 pieces for the right color. But then to get the right color and the right clarity, all of this came to one single ring, one 4-stone, 3-carat ring. So 7,500 carats mined from the mine, one place in the world. All of that that's what it takes to make one ring, one single ring. And this is why we say too, Jen, that we cannot replace this. We cannot bring this back. It has been very difficult to source tanzanite. Right now, as many of you know, if you follow us over the last couple of years, it's the first time they ever put a stop on tanzanite. They built a wall around it. The government took over tanzanite. And they know that it's because they found this little pocket. By recently going deeper into that one mine that's open, they found more of this blue material that is so incredibly rare, exotic, and just hard to find.
Okay, so with that said, and the tanzanite's very popular, our collectors are going crazy, and I understand, or maybe you're hearing about it for the first time and going, oh my gosh, when it's basically half off, I think I got to get in on this. Where would you like to go next? With just a few minutes, I want to give equal love. Do you want to do fire opal? Do you want to do aqua?
Let's go aqua because that's my lovely wife's birthstone, and it's one that I'm very well versed in. I have to be because Erin from Dominique is my wife, and she's a very gem knowledgeable young lady herself with her gemstones. So I want to say that this is a very rare find in aqua. So this was a small mine in Namibia, and when we worked with the supplier, they found it and they bought everything, and then we bought everything they had, and it cannot be replaced. But this is the true color that aqua should be. If you go back and look at aqua when it was first discovered, it was given the name because it was the color of the ocean, not the color of denim and not the color of sky blue topaz, but the color of the ocean. And that's what you see here in this gorgeous, true, natural aquamarine here.
2.5 carats in the aqua.
March babies, it's coming up.
March babies, come on. It's time to do it right? And then you get the duo of diamonds in between each and every of those ovals. Now, I'm so glad we are leaving time to talk about this because this is amazing, the fire opal.
This is as exotic as it gets. This is actually considered an exotic gemstone. Opals, of course, October babies. Opals are the queen of all gemstones. They are one of the most mesmerizing gemstones in the world. And to find fire opal that looks this clear and clean and crisp is very hard to do. Even a very good fire opal. Many of you watching now who own fire opals, you always seem like you got to clean them. That's okay. Those are still rare. Those are beautiful and quite often expensive. But for us to find clean, crisp, beautiful saturation color like this, it's like literally like lava that was faceted on your finger in solid 14-karat gold. With diamonds.
Look at the grill that protects the back of this, and that's true for all of them. I'll show you all three again up close. I will tell you that we have
that side profile you just showed too shows the thickness of the stones because I mean that's such a great shot because a lot of times people take opals especially things like opals and rubies and emeralds, some of these type of stones, they cut them really thin. They slice them. You can't see the difference, but you can see that's a solid piece of opal.
It's once again the real deal. Just a few dozen remaining in the fire opal recommendation, QVC.com to see what sizes are available there.
Can I throw one more last thing out there too?
Yeah.
I want everybody to please think about the savings versus the price. And I say this because when you think about that Tanzanite ring and you're looking at your budget, understand that it's very rare that anyone ever discounts. Right now, there's nobody going on cruise ships to the Caribbean. God bless them. I love to see that business come back. I have a lot of friends affected by it. But if you want fine quality gemstone jewelry with a trusting location, QVC, partner with the GIA, you can trust that they're going to bring you exactly what they say at the finest quality right here.
Jeff, I've seen this a lot today, and I get it, where our guests are like, no, I have to explain how good this is because the price makes it look like it's not. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like the price is so low that it makes our experts kind of go, I got to step it up and make sure she understands. And to me, that's a wonderful problem to have, right? But it's also kind of speaks to how urgent and how rare an event like this is. And we do our jewelry events sporadically throughout the year, but some of the discounts that we're seeing are exciting. Also imply to me that there are many more new pieces coming in, but please know this, the new pieces will not have the prices that you see right now. And we are lucky that we are able to get several of these gemstones. The Tanzanite is a great example, or the quality of the fire opal and the aqua are great examples. You know, we do everything we can. Our buyers are amazing. Jeff is amazing. But there is never any guarantee that what you see will be what you get later, or that what you see, if it is exactly like this, it will not have the price tag that you see on your screen. So white gold in the Tanzanite, yellow gold in the aqua, yellow gold in the fire opal. That Tanzanite has a 3-carat weight. The aqua has 2.5, and the fire opal 1.6. Obviously, the stones are the same size. It is the actual gravity weight of them that alters from stone to stone. 5 easy payments. And Tori, can you clarify for me, because I know the price went down, but do we still have 12-month special financing available on this? Because I know we do. Okay. If you shop with a Q card, please use that at QVC.com or when you call us, and we'll actually take this clearance sale price, that's a price that's even lower than clearance, and spread it out over 12 months' time. It's J365974. Jeff, final thoughts here in our final few seconds. It's an exciting one.
Absolutely. You know, if you're shopping for the first time with us, keep in mind, over 30 years, relationships around the world, and it's because of you who are dedicated and loyal shoppers with us from the gemstone world that allows our buyers to buy in such large volume and negotiate these great deals for you on the same fine quality gems that some boutiques buy 1. We buy 500. And we were able to share that savings with you and trust it's a great day to be shopping here at QVC.
Last call on the fire opal. I haven't said this, I don't think, yet today, but I think it's worthy to be said here. It's time to treat yourself. If it fits your budget, shop responsibly. But oh my gosh, you're going to enjoy this for the rest of your life. Wear it next to your solitaire if you have one. Use it as an anniversary band, or if you're like me, the only excuse you need is like, wow, that's a great savings, and I think it's about darn time. All right, QVC.com if you want to pick it up. I know that several of our choices are sold out or limited, so do use our website if you can to get there quickly to the front of the line. Jeff, I know it was just one presentation, but man, it was a great one. Thank you so much for bringing it to us. We'll see you and Aaron soon.
Always. Have fun.
Oh, I am. In fact, after I'm done here, I'm going to go home.